king of the Shay Sue. Rev. Yo, Wayne write the skits, he produced the scene, but Shay bring the talk that's slick and mean. He got characters, drama, chaos on deck, but Shay the one breaking down every little speck. She spot the shade, the smirks, the fakes, catch the punchlines and the subtle mistakes. She the voice of the couch, the fam on the phone, like, did you see what just happened when he left for alone?
Shay stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay Stuck wave. She real, she raw, she bold, she brave. Country Wayne built it, but Shay made it top. Now hit that play and don't you stop.
She ain't here just watching, she co-hosting from the sideline, talking over clips like it's game time. Characters wild, but Shay got control. She pause, rewind, then snatch they soul. No script in her voice, just truth and wit. Like, why is girl acting like she ain't seen that chick? She roast, she laugh, she bring the fire. Shay turn a 5-minute skit to an all-day ride.
She stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Shay Stuck vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
Shout out to Country Wayne for cooking up the chaos. But if you want the real breakdown, side out to laugh the truth. You pull up here. This is the Shay's 2 reaction show. No cap, no filter. Just Shay.
Shay stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay Stuck vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
All right, you guys, what's up? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hold on, let me put the banner up there. I forgot to put it up here, y'all. I always forget. So it's Country Wayne skits reaction time with Shay. Shay, don't start asking me nothing while I'm on the slide. You need to wait. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Anyway, it's Country Wayne skits reaction time with Shay. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watched us in the replay. Over here in Skit Squad, we got Jermaine in the place to be. Jermaine is actually watching that game, so enjoy the game, Jermaine. Darlene, thank you so much for being here. And y'all, it is Thursday, March the 19th, 2026, and we in this place. We won't be on here too long today, you guys. I have to go somewhere today before I go to work, so we'll be in here tops 2 o'clock, and that'll be it. And then I'll be back later on tonight. All right. So anyway, let me go ahead and do this copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use. Let's see. For purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. Part of it is going across the screen. Let me go ahead and check my volume real quick, okay? Not my volume, but my, the volume. Okay, so everything sounds good so far because, StreamYard has been acting up. So I have to make sure everything is cool. And hopefully when I get ready to share these videos, it stay cool. Otherwise, we have to do it from my phone like I did yesterday and then just show the videos up here. But anyway, you guys, if you enjoyed this content, I'm not going to put anything up here because I don't know what be wrong with StreamYard. Make sure you guys thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, share, and leave a comment. Also, check out my new channel. It's called Shay's 2 Shopping Haul channel. Nothing but shopping hauls if you are interested in that, and walkthroughs. I still post them over here, but eventually I'll stop posting over here. And so y'all can know that channel. And if you're interested in shopping haul, go ahead and subscribe and check out the videos over there too. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get with this first skit. I forgot to actually go to it. I got it on my other phone, but I'm not going to use that phone today. So let me just go to Country Wayne so I can see which one I want to show first. Well, we already know that Anthony is he thinks that Amber wants that divorce because of Country Way. Y'all know this already. I don't know if he plays a part in this because she claims he doesn't. A lot of people think it's the new guy. I don't think it's either one, really. I mean, I don't know for sure. I just think Amber is mad at him for withdrawing $5,000 out of the bank and she knows he's lying. And then also, I think she's mad about that perfume on him. Because if you know your husband cheated before, right? If you know that he cheated before, and then you smell perfume on him, and then you see $5,000 taking out of your account, well, what do you think most women would think? They would think that he is still fooling around. So with that being said, you're going to start thinking about everything else this dude did. And then, one thought leads to another. And you're going to be like, I'm not going through this shit again. I'm getting ready to just let him go because he's not going to take me through this again. So that's what I think is happening to Amber. And I wish she would sit down and stop being mad and just tell him what's up and let him know so he won't have to, try to guess at it because he's probably not even on the right target. He's probably not going in the right direction anyway. Okay, so she needs to sit down, stop being mad because you can tell she's clearly mad and go ahead and tell him what's up so he can know. And then maybe, I don't know what he can do because I think Amber has really made up her mind. I don't know for sure, but I think she has. So anyway, let's go ahead and watch this and hopefully it doesn't mess up. I can see my screen on one other phone. So let me look at it right here so I can see it and let's see if it act right. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. All right, and happy and blessed Thursday. Oh, I forgot to even share. Okay, let me go back over here. StreamYard be messing up so much, I be forgetting to do stuff because their ass is always messing up. Oh, and don't forget, if y'all want to do additional support for the show, you can do a super sticker, super chat, cash up, donation, $sign Shades too, or you can copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. All right, we appreciate the real ones. All right. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, I think it's going good so far. Let's go ahead. This is part one, and we're gonna play part two. Let me see if it's sharing real quick. Because StreamYard maybe still acting crazy. I don't see it sharing yet. Oh, here it is right there. Okay, let's go.
What's up, man?
Just, I was thinking, given everything we've been through, no matter what happened, it eventually came out wrong. Shayna, Kai, all my cards are on the table. You know everything. But I noticed something about you. Last time that made a sudden shift, I think that was around the time you and Wayne were dealing with each other. So I asked myself, could this divorce talk be about your love for Wayne?
Typical narcissistic manipulator that you are.
No, I'm just saying.
No, that's what you are. You're a narcissist.
So let's go to part two real quick. I mean, Amber, you do have to give him some type of what's name because you did cheat before you guys got married. So just like you are thinking about what he did, he damn sure is thinking about what you did too. Okay, it goes both ways.
Narcissist. Does it have anything to do with Wayne? Really? So that's what we're gonna do now? You want to bring up Wayne? You want to mash that in my face again?
I mean, he does have an Amazon special. I just thought, well, it's coincidence that he's got the special.
So you're gonna be disrespectful at the same time?
How am I being disrespectful?
So I'm gonna disrupt my whole life for an Amazon special, Anthony? Are you serious? You make me sick. I told you what this divorce is about. This divorce is about what you're doing right now. This little manipulative stuff that you play. You try to play people like puppets, Anthony. I'm not your puppet anymore. Do you understand that? Does this have anything to do with Wayne? You know what? God has forgiven me for Wayne, Anthony. And let me tell you something. You are not God, and Wayne is not God. I don't give a doggone what Wayne has going on. This has to do with me and you in this mess of a marriage. You make me so sick. I should slap you for implying some stupidity like that. Does this have to be narcissist? Does this have anything to do with Wayne? Really? So that's what we're gonna do now? You want to bring up Wayne? You want to mash that in my face again?
I mean, he does have an Amazon special. I just thought, well, it's coincidence that he's got the
So
special.
you're gonna be disrespectful at the same time?
How am I being disrespectful?
So I'm gonna disrupt my whole life for an Amazon special, Anthony? Are you serious? You make me sick. I told you what this divorce is about. This divorce is about what you're doing right now. This little manipulative stuff.
And I know it played again. I don't know if they played the part where she said she should slap him. Okay, so again, I don't condone that physical violence between husband and wife. Okay, unless it's extremely necessary. Like, for example, he hit you or something like that. You try to defend yourself, vice versa. He shouldn't hit you back unless you're trying to unalive him. He need to restrain your butt or call the police or something like that. But the thing is that all this, I should slap you and all this other stuff, that's a no-no. It's a no-no. Now, in all fairness, like I said before, Anthony is going to remember stuff too, just like Amber is. Okay? So with that being said, he is going to be wondering if Amber wants a divorce because maybe she wants Wayne again. This is common. This is why before you get married, and definitely when you're married, you don't need to be cheating. This is why you don't need to be doing this, because it's going to present problems even when people claim they forgave you. Now, I don't believe that Amber has 100% forgiving him, because when you forgive people, even though you don't really forget, you just put that to your back burner and you pretty much don't bring it back up. You don't even try to think about it. All right. When you actually forgive people, you know what I'm saying? You just don't. At least you shouldn't. If you're going to keep stuff, if you're going to keep on bringing stuff out every time something goes wrong, you should be asking yourself if you really need to be in this relationship, because every time something goes wrong, that is going to be brought up. And Amber does that. And sometimes Anthony does it too. So I don't really think they have forgiven each other. Okay. I don't think that they can probably move on, because I don't care what they say, they're going to keep on bringing this up. Anthony going to bring his stuff up that he got from Amber every time he feels trapped and cornered, or he thinks, even when they don't be in an argument, sometimes he be thinking that Amber still wants Anthony, just like Amber. The first thing she thought about when she smelled that perfume and saw that money being taken out the account is Shayla, and she was wrong. It's actually her Delicio. That's who it is. Okay. And he's so dumb, he should have made up. Girl, I told you about bringing my stuff up all balled up like that. He's so daggone slow that he should have had some type of explanation before she even asked. Okay, if you're going to be slick, like I said about, what's his name? If you're going to be slick, you're supposed to have everything in order just in case your significant other asks you about it. So if you're going to go take $5,000 out of the bank and your dodo bird head self don't think that your wife or your husband is going to see it, and you don't have no type of comeback for them, something is wrong with you. He could have easily said he took that money out, gave it to Shayla to get caught a new wardrobe and some more stuff for his room. That's all he had to say. As far as that perfume, he was out with Ben, okay, and they had a little meeting, and Ben had a female person there, two of them, and the female person, everybody hugged. That's all he had to say. Now, I don't know if Amber would have believed that. She probably would have still got mad, but the thing is, that's what he could have said, okay? But he didn't say that. He said something that sounds like a lie, and that's the reason why she thought about Shayla, okay, and figured that he was out with Shayla, regardless of what Shayla is talking about, because she already know Shayla would lie. to the end. So again, if you're going to bring up all this stuff, okay, even though you say you forgave your husband and you forgave your wife, you're going and you keep on bringing this stuff up, it's not going to do anything for your marriage but tear it apart. Whatever he did that day is the stuff she should have brought up. Whatever Amber does that day is the stuff that he should bring up. He shouldn't bring up Aunt Wayne. That's been so damn long ago. And she don't need to be bringing up Shayla anymore because she already took him back and she supposedly had forgiven him. So bring up what he did now. The perfume, like I said before, and the $5,000. That's all she needs. And then she could have just said, ask him, are you up to your old ways? Because there's nothing wrong with asking him that without actually bringing up Shayla's name. Because you're going to always wonder if your husband does some suspect stuff or your wife. You're going to wonder if they are back up to their old ways. And if he says no, you're going to have to believe him unless you have concrete proof that he's fooling around again. So Amber thinks that he is fooling around, and let's keep it real. He's not fooling around, but he was being inappropriate, okay? So Amber thinks, if y'all can hear me, Amber thinks he's still doing some sneaky shit. He's fooling around with somebody. If it ain't with Shayla, it's with someone else. And I hope you guys can hear me. And so I believe this is why Amber wants a divorce. And then she started thinking about him fooling around with Shayla, getting a baby on the side of her. And she does not want to go through that same pain again, all of that shit again over this dude. In all honesty, can you blame her? Okay, let me read y'all stuff. Hey, Sylvester, Margaret, Letitia, thank y'all so much for being here. Okay, let's see. Thanks, Jermaine. You said Anthony is trying to break her down to the last straw. Amber, get out that house and let him take care of his son. I know that's right. Okay, Ed acts like Kai, Amber. Anthony acts like Kai is Amber's child. She walked away with Kai. He never said, give me Kai. Because he does think of her as the mom too, the stepmom, which is nothing wrong with that. Because if they are in a marriage and they still in a marriage, should they get a divorce? Don't even put the child in the middle of that. Yeah, let her keep on doing how she's doing. He doing what he doing in regards to Kai. Kai does not have anything to do with that, period. Amber is going to expose everything on the podcast, and she will recognize the perfume Delicia wears and connect it all together. Right, Delicia hoe is definitely a skank. Okay, she's sitting up here talking to Abigail about this dude. Why are you even entertaining anything regarding Anthony? He's still married. Until he actually get divorced, you don't need to be entertaining anything. And since you're on a podcast with his wife, ex-wife, wife, or whatever, you shouldn't be trying to date him anyway. You know what? I don't even really think he wants Delicia. Please, he probably just want a night in bed and that's it. I don't think he would look at her as a long-term anything. As a matter of fact, I don't really think anybody looks at her as a long-term anything. Okay, she sat up there and made all those remarks about Iman to Abigail, to my Iman is hers. I got some news for her. Iman is not hers either. Okay, Iman has a whole nother woman, and that other woman knows about her and Shayla. So these are just something to do. All right, period. And I cannot wait until she, the Lissy hoe, finds out that she is not what she thinks she is with Iman. You said Amber just needs to tell the man why she's angry. He is confused and trying to figure it out. That's right, and I agree. She certainly needs to let him know why she is angry. It's not just because of him messing around with Shayla and all this stuff. That shit is old. She's talking about that daggone perfume, that money, and him not supporting her, and just him doing the most, okay? And then he has the audacity, after she took him back, to come home smelling like women perfume and giving her those lame excuses. Like I said, this man ain't even clever enough to think of an excuse before he even get home, okay? Just like that dumb Laurie isn't, okay? You said, I believe Dave is the sudden decision for divorce. The next morning after she saw Dave and went into a fog over this man, she wanted a divorce. I don't know, okay? I don't know for sure if that's what the problem is, Letitia. I don't know. I can't say. You said Amber smashed Shayla in his face after she said she forgave him. They are doing tick for tack. Wait till he finds out she confessed her true feelings for Wayne at Shayla's house. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, he confessed his true feelings to Shayla and said that the only reason why he got back with his wife is because of money. So it is what it is. And she doesn't want to be disrespectful, but she's talking to him like a junkyard dog. She sure is. I don't agree with her rough talking to Anthony, okay? Because for me, it's not warranted, okay? She decided to take this dude back knowing that he was nothing but a piece of crap for what he did. So if something else happens, I can understand her being mad, but to be saying some of the things she say is ridiculous, especially the slap thing. So she says she'll slap him in his face. I don't condone men hitting women, but I don't condone women hitting men. And I know I play around with stuff, but I don't put my hands on anyone unless they touch me first, okay? Now, why is it so hard for people to see that Amber needs this divorce? I don't know. Aunt and Shayla Ho haven't changed, and she must divorce, disconnect from both, and move on. And I agree. But as far as Ty, it's going to be hard to disconnect from the baby, okay? Because she's attached to the baby. I don't know what she can do in regards to Kai, but I do know this. Anthony skank ass ain't no good. He been doing the most, just like Laurie, and I don't like it. I don't like people who cheat in marriages and shit. You know what I'm saying? Whether they physically cheat, emotionally cheat, or planning to cheat, I don't like it. Because why even be married to someone if you want to cheat? You might as well tell them it's not working out, get a divorce, and do what you want. I don't like what he did, what he told Delicia Ho, okay? Period. I don't like the fact that he took that $5,000 out and he didn't give it to Shayla just because he gave it to her. He gave it to Shayla, because he still loved her. And I don't care what he say. Telling somebody, I love you, the way he said it, then say, I love you because you Kai's mother. This dude still loves Shayla. And if y'all believe that shit he say, please. He still loves Shayla. And she knows it. That's why she does little silly things at times. And if her and Iman don't work out, and him and Amber gets a divorce, she'll probably be right back over there with this dude. And that shit ain't going to work out either. Okay? Because when the next person come around, he'll be right on her. I believe Dave is the sudden decision for divorce. Oh, I think I read that already. Let's see. The perfume, the money, and the play date were easily explainable. And that's what I said. The truth would have worked. When you tell the truth, the story never changes, but a lot keeps changing. It depends on who you are, though. Because if I tell a lie, I'm going to remember exactly what I said, and I'll say it the same exact way, okay? The thing is, I don't know if he should have told her the 100% truth, because she still is going to be mad. As a matter of fact, he should have just never done it, okay? He shouldn't have done any of that. The play date, he could have told her, but giving her that $5,000, I mean, the only thing, see, he did that wrong anyway. He should have told Shayla the $5,000 is for Kai to get clothing and things of that nature. Whatever he's thinking in his mind, nobody would know that except him and God. And that's the way he should have did it. That way, he'll tell his wife the same thing, and he's not necessarily, at least they won't know that he's lying, because deep down inside, he knows that he's lying, but no one else, no human being would know he lied. Okay? Anthony needs to smell the badass jacket on yesterday. Check out the man's cologne after that tight hug she gave Dave. Eyes closed and rubbing him. Well, people do give people hugs. That's why I said that he could have easily said that he hugged the female. All right? Because you hug somebody, it doesn't mean you want to get in their pants. And just because you give somebody a tight hug, it doesn't mean you want to have sex with them. Sometimes when you hug, that's why I don't like hugging men. Because sometimes when you hug men, it's like sometimes you hug women, they do too much. And that's why I don't think, that's why I don't hug people. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I don't know what other people do, but I just don't do it and stuff. Because if you hug a dude with with cologne on, it's going to be on you. Unless you do what I did the other day when I was at the mall. I sprayed some men cologne on me thinking it was perfume. So, but still, you can't automatically assume that people are cheating because you smell perfume or cologne on them. Anything could have happened. It's like in my case, I sprayed male perfume on me the other day by mistake, cologne. And my daughter was like, that is male cologne. And I said, smell good, so I like it. I should spray some more on me. That's what I said. But Amber, I can understand she got a little mad because of the situation that happened before. But at the same time, you need to just sit down and ask him, without making assumptions to see what he's going to say. And if he's going to do certain things like that, he should have had everything already prepared, what he would say and everything. But in all reality, he should have never been flirting with Delicia Ho or getting all close to her and things of that nature. Flirting, that's what he was doing. As far as Shayla giving her $5,000, if he was giving her that $5,000 because of Kai, then it would have been okay. But he was doing it for other motives, okay? They sure won't, okay, because Shayla is a Shay Ho, all right? And Anthony is Atlanta. He's not a faithful man, okay? I believe they can still make it. They have made it past the worst. No one is perfect in a marriage, but ain't nobody gonna be putting up with damn adultery unless something wrong with you, all right? That is, besides hitting a woman and fighting a woman, that's one of the worst things you can do is play around. Because see, the reason why I can't deal with it is because I'm just thinking about everything you did with this woman, okay? And then he gets a baby with the chick. Listen, I don't want no man that plays around, and I really advise any woman or man, don't accept a person that cheats on you, okay? Especially when they do it numerous times, because they don't give a damn about your feelings or anything else, and they're putting you at risk of catching stuff. They are disrespectful, and they have a disregard for your feelings or anything else, okay? Point blank. Don't be stupid with anyone, just like women who be in a relationship with men who abuse them physically. Don't be with a man that beat your butt. You shouldn't even have to worry about fighting a man, all right? After the first fight, you should be thinking about other things. If y'all can't go to counseling and work out y'all problems, and he's still fighting you, I think you need to get out that relationship, because eventually something major will happen, or you end up doing something to him. And sometimes you don't get self-defense, and it can be actual self-defense. All right. So y'all stop settling. That's men and women, for these people who cheat, like to fight and just constantly lie, and mentally abusive as well as physically abusive, emotionally abusive. Some things you can't work out by going to a counselor, but if a counseling session is not working for you, why are you still in that? He said, I would have told Shayla and her that the money was to get Kai into school. He could have said that. And they definitely don't do that. They talk too much. They tell everybody their business. They whine too much. They both bring up what people did in their past, even though they claim they forgave. And this is why I think this marriage is over. Okay. And, anything could possibly be saved if that's what you want. If you, can accept your husband cheated or your wife cheated. In my case, it wouldn't be able to be saved, because I would have never took him back in the first place. You can't be getting no baby outside of the marriage with me, and you can't be really cheating. Okay. Because I don't cheat. I give anybody I be with the option. If you find someone that you want other than me, just go and be with them and just tell me it's over. And there you go. It's simple. It's easy. All right. And that's how people should be. And a lot of things would happen. I do news articles all the time where men unalive women, women unalive men. Sometimes the kids get involved. It's just not even worth it. I'm not going to be spending the rest of my life in a prison cell because I didn't unalive some dude because he's playing around, or in a grave because he done unalive me. That's out. Or the hospital. I'm not doing that. There's too many people out here that do not play around, that don't hit women, don't hit men. Why would you be involved with a loser that does all of these things? So in this case right here, Amber ultimately has to do what she feels is best for her. You know what I'm saying? But, if she ends up staying with him, because I don't believe Amber 100% yet until it's actually finalized. But if she ends up staying with him, they actually needs to go to a different counselor than what they had before and work on their issues. And then if she's going to forgive him and he's going to forgive her, they need to put all that stuff to the back burner of their mind. And when they get mad, they can't bring it back out. Just forget. You're not going to really forget about it, but just put it to the back burner, and just whatever they do at that particular time that got on your nerves, that's what you need to talk about. Don't talk about the Shayla stuff or the country Wayne. Another thing they need to do too is they need to break ties with these people. Why are these people still in their lives? Shayla could be in there somewhat because she has a child with this man. Country Wayne can't even be business-wise, but going over his house, telling him your business, Amber telling him stuff, you know what I'm saying, and she working with him, that's all should be a no-no. A no-no. He's the only one if he needs to, but I wouldn't even be doing a business deal with him or anything. He's the only one that should be, doing a business transaction, but it shouldn't be like you hanging out with Wayne, you're telling Wayne stuff, y'all friends, the man who slept with your fiance. That's crazy. Just like Amber. the woman who slept with your husband and got a baby by now, you best friends with her, basically. She claims she's not, but she is friends with her. It's just plain ridiculous. You said 60% to 70% of marriages involving infidelity have survived. In the Skit case, I don't believe it's his past actions, but what happened recently. I believe what happened recently too, but she's still using the past to be mad about that as well and to make her decision. She uses everything. Yeah, some people do survive it, but I'm not going to be in it. I don't give a damn of what statistics say. If a man cheat on me, it's over. Point blank. Okay? Because you can look at statistics about men who fight women. A lot of these women stay with these men, but do I want to do that? No. Because for me, when people do this, clearly they don't recognize their self-worth, whether it's a man or a woman. Why would any woman or man want a woman or man that plays around? One time is one thing, but over and over is a whole nother thing. And getting a child, okay, out of your marriage and continuously playing around with one person like that or many people, that's a no for me. I don't know why she's still hanging around with Shayla. Okay, I don't know. Because Shayla can't be trusted, and y'all know she can't. All right, let's move to the next skip. Okay, so I think that's it with Amber them. Let's see what time is it. Let me hurry up. Let me make sure. Yeah, I think that's it for them right now. All right. So let's go ahead and go to. So Iman, I'm gonna just tell you. Let me go show Iman real quick. What he said with this crazy stuff. All right, let's show that real quick. But Amber has to do what's best for her on everything. In all seriousness, she really can't be listening to everybody tell her what to do, including people in the comment section. You have to do what you feel is best for you in your situation, because you're the one who has to deal with this dude. I just know I wouldn't be dealing with this shit. I would already have started my life over again. He would be history. I don't care how good and how much money he has. Okay, let's do this. So let's go ahead and see this one. We're going to do part 1 and part 2. Okay.
I call on the Lord in my distress, and he answers me. Save me, Lord, from lying lips and from deceitful tongues. What will he do to you? And what more besides you, deceitful tongue? He will punish you with a warrior's sharp arrows, with burning coals.
What you call yourself in here doing?
I'm just reading the word, babe.
Reading the word.
Yeah. You know, since we're starting our podcast and I want God in my business, I need to get in his. You want to read together?
Nah.
What's your
I'm
favorite
chilling right now.
chapter in the Bible?
I don't be reading that book. That book sometimes it take it too far. Sometimes I'd rather somebody else read it, absorb the best parts of it, and then kind of throw it back to me.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Like, I'd rather you read it, and whatever you feel when you read it, you tell it to me with the good enough energy that I could take it with me. You know what I mean?
That makes
I
sense.
usually like that. But I do like the book, though, because people pick and choose what they take out the Bible. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, for real. People pick and choose because everybody, like, they'll do all the holiest things ever, but they act like all the kings in there didn't have multiple women.
That's the part of the Bible that you remember? I call on the Lord in my distress, and he answers me. Save me, Lord, from lying lips and from deceitful tongues.
Okay, let's go to part 2. I'm going to go find part 2. I just had part 2, so let's see if we can go right back to it. All right, so StreamYard is doing good today, y'all. Oh, gosh, I can't believe it. Okay, let's go ahead and look at part 2.
Like,
Okay.
people just remember some parts of the book, and I'm just saying, like,
So you're saying that to say what, though?
what, that it's okay when men have multiple women. Like, it's not a bad thing. It's natural.
It's natural for who? Is it natural for you?
I mean, I'm saying I'm good. I'm here with you. You know what I
Right.
mean? But I mean,
But are you sure?
it's natural.
You need multiple women? Is that what you're telling
I'm
me?
saying it's natural. If that so came about, it's natural. That's all I mean.
It's natural.
Yeah. You know, because
For who? For who, though? Natural for you?
all men, especially the kings. And I ain't saying that the people that wasn't king. I ain't saying the guys that wasn't kings they didn't, you know what I'm saying, or should or shouldn't.
Imar, stop playing with me. You better be lucky this Bible is open because I'm not playing like that.
What do you mean? The Bible is
I
what
don't-
said it, not me, baby.
Okay, well, you need to tear that page out the Bible. That's not the part you need to be reading. The Bible also says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing.
It do. It do. But if you get multiple wives, you got good things.
Imar,
You can't be like, that was a bar.
it was a bar, and I would take that bar and hit it upside your head. Stop playing with me. There's not going to be any other women but me and you. You hear me?
Which one you reading?
Not that page.
It's a fact. Like,
Okay.
people just remember some parts of the book. And I'm just
You
saying,
might go get his hair bashed in, because Shayla don't be playing around. Y'all know Shayla will bash that dude's head straight in. Okay, let's keep it real. Y'all know she real, because y'all know she crazy. I thought I was crazy, but she definitely takes the cakes. Take the cake, I mean. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about him. So first and foremost, yeah, the kings did have plenty of women. But the thing is this right here. Remember, God did destroy everything before in the Bible, right? Because people were committing adultery, people were doing witchcraft and doing the most, okay? Okay? So the thing is, you can't do what the kings and queens or whomever did in the Bible, okay? That was then. We talk about that. Just like they had different other women and wives or whatever the case you want to call it. The Bible also says you're not supposed to commit fornication or adultery. So when he says don't commit fornication, it means no ex before marriage. No ex, period. Okay? So you can't have a bunch of women. You can have a bunch of women before marriage, but you can't be doing anything with them. So therefore, they probably are not going to stick around. As far as in the marriage, he says do not commit adultery. Adultery means what? You have an ex with someone else while you're married to someone else. So I don't know why people go in there and look at all the other stuff and try to apply it and try to say it's okay to do certain things. They don't read the entire Bible. They don't read everything that goes with it. Okay? Because when these kings have these wives and all this stuff, you know, you got to read everything that goes with it, what happened before, what happened afterwards, everything, the Old, the New Testament. You got to read everything and see how everything goes hand in hand. Because like I always say, and like the Bible says, it doesn't contradict itself. We contradict what we read in the way we interpret it. So for him to use that and to condone what he does is plainly crazy. They were also doing witchcraft in the Bible at times and doing all types of stuff. But does that mean that we should be doing it? It doesn't mean that we're supposed to be doing it. And as far as him saying that he's here with her, he's sitting up there lying right then and there because, again, he's messing around with Alicia Ho. He's got another woman. That's where he was at because they showed that skit and I showed it here. Okay. So he's not faithful. And I don't know why he's lying. Listen, if you're a grown ass man and you feel like you don't want to be with one woman, why not just say the truth? Don't use biblical scriptures. Don't use anything. Just say you don't want to date one woman. Just like women. If you don't want one man, why play around? Just tell these dudes you don't date just one. You have many boyfriends. And either they go with it or they don't. And if someone start liking you and putting themselves in a situation where they're going to get mad, you're dating other people, that's on them because you already warned them. Okay, I don't believe in lying like that. If I want to date one person, I don't have to date just one person. Who are you to tell me how many people I can date if I'm being honest? And this is the way that he should do. Why is he pretending not to have other women to this woman? Because she's going to go off when she finds out. She's going to go off big time. And you already know she's violent, crazy, or whatever you want to call it. You know this already. He knows this. So the thing is, he should be more honest with Alicia Ho, with her. And I think his girlfriend knows about them too. The main chick. I really do. I thought that's what she was talking about that day we was watching that skit. I don't remember. But I do think she knows about them too. You said Shayla is really crazy. Now she's trying to follow Amber in the word. But she's talking about herself. You know, it's always a good thing that you read the Bible. Okay? Because remember this, when you go, when I think in the Bible, when Jesus was talking to the people, they were sinners, right? I mean, you need to talk to people who are sinners to get them to come to God, right? To read the Bible. So I don't think there's anything wrong with her reading the Bible and stuff and trying to get herself straight. You know what I'm saying? It sure is. I can't wait to see it. And he definitely knows the Bible. Okay? He knows the Bible inside and out. So that's why when people quote scriptures, it means nothing to me. Because I can't quote no scriptures. I don't even remember them half the time. Shit. I don't even remember the things that I write. I never have. So the thing is, that doesn't mean anything though. Because again, when it comes to the Bible, so many atheists know the Bible, devil worshipers, the devil himself know the Bible, false people know the Bible, a lot of people know it. Some people study the Bible. It doesn't mean they're saved. Okay? Point blank. Shayla is really crazy. Now she's trying to follow Amber. Okay, I already read that. Well, she can't say he didn't tell her. Well, he didn't really tell her, Margaret. He said, I'm with you. When she asked him, do he want other women? He said, I'm with you. So he didn't tell her anything. He just basically giving her a hint, but he didn't come out and say that he has more than one woman. And he's talking to her best friend. He sure does. He was cheating in real life. So you know he was cheating allegedly he was cheating in real life. Okay. So you know he's gonna be cheating these days on skits. Let me hurry up. Because I don't got much longer. Get out of here. Let's see. Okay, so the next skit will be, they sure do polygamous, but I surely wouldn't be doing that crap. Because I'm not sharing no man, honey. Do that shit with somebody who got low self-esteem and who don't care. Who don't care about you putting your in somebody else, then coming back to them. That's how I would never do that. Because let me tell you something. Men are quick to talk about, let me get over here. Men are quick to try to be players, right? And talk about they can have 1,000 women. But if a woman say that, then they want to call them a WHORE. Well, I tell you what, you men, when you got more than one woman, you are a WHORE too. Okay? And that's on everything. Whatever you can do, women can do it too. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you can have 50,000 women, a woman can too, especially a grown one. Because if I was them, I would not give a damn what some of y'all men say. Okay? And that's on everything. Period. Now, let's go ahead and go to the next one. Now, why y'all think y'all can play around and have different women and a woman needs to sit there and just wait till you come home? Get that shit. The only thing I say is that when you choose to do stuff like this, you should be honest and say you don't want just one man. You want a bunch of them. Shit, you just don't want to be serious. You just play the field, however you want to call it. You want to be a player, female player. I don't really call that playing because you're telling everybody what's up. Just say you don't want no man, no one man. You want many. I'm just. It's a trip, but some people are like that. Some women do not want one man. Some men definitely don't want one woman. Some like to play. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch from that. Let's get over here to this HOA president. He is a hot ass juicy mess.
No, he is not.
Larry here today.
No, he is not. That's the second time. No, he is not. That's the third time. What can I do for you?
Okay.
Okay.
Like I said, this is a warning.
For what?
My last warning
For what?
for disturbing the peace.
Well, then you need
Like
to
I
warn
said,
the people
whether
who
you
were
know it
there.
or not, you're responsible for everything that happens on your property.
Oh, okay. Well, then call the police because we weren't here. We can't be in two places at once. Okay?
Well, all you
If
have to
you
do
saw it
is read your
happen-
bylaws and you will know
Oh, I
that
do.
you're responsible
I
for
do.
everything that
I
happens on
do.
your property.
I do. And I know. And that means you don't know the bylaws because we can't be held responsible if we're not on location at the
Well,
time
one thing
of
I
an
do,
incident recurs. So you were here, so you would be held responsible. Have a good day. Get off my property.
one thing I do know, I'm tired of coming over here.
I'm tired of you being here.
Yeah,
Now get
that's
off
what
my
I really
property.
know.
Leave now.
I'm the president.
I know. Everyone in the neighborhood knows, and you're breaking a bylaw right now with the volume of your voice. Get off
Yeah,
my
you can
property.
go on and slam the door all you want on your
Actually,
property.
No, that only occurs if we're given permission. So just like if a burglar comes into your house, so you're responsible for them. So if they break into it and leave a mess, am I going to report you for HOA fines? Oh, I could. I guess I should.
And
Okay?
you can
Do you
do
see what I
whatever
mean?
you want
You see what I
verbally,
mean? See how ridiculous that
but
sounds?
realistically
I
speaking,
did not know that anyone was here. I get notifications all the time for motion activity from my cameras. And so I'll have to do a little investigating on my part on my cameras to see about that. But either way, no one had permission to be on my property.
so you did see on video.
No.
You didn't see it.
No, there were notifications of all kinds because people walk their dogs in our neighborhood. People are always driving in our neighborhood, and everything makes our camera notifications go off. Okay? They're super sensitive, just like your loudmouth makes them go off too.
Here we
Okay?
go. Here we
So
go
what
with the
can I do for you
disrespect,
today?
right?
No, no disrespect. It's just a fact.
So you didn't approve of the
No.
juveniles being on your property.
No, I've already said that. Do I need to repeat it a third time?
Is your husband here today?
No, he
Is
is
Mr.
not.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Bethany.
Hi, Devin. What can I do for you?
I'm here on a total peace mission with you, FYI.
I doubt it. What can I do for you?
Did it start back over?
Some teenagers, some juveniles.
Oh no.
Over in the other apartment complex on your property. It seems as if they were like making a video or playing with cameras, but basically
When
they were
was
making
this?
a lot of noise on your property. This was about 2 or 3 days ago.
Okay, well, I wasn't here, so I can't tell you. I don't know anything about it. I wasn't
Okay,
here.
was Mr. Larry here?
No, we were both out of town.
Montana?
No, neither one of us were in Montana, just for your information. We were both out of town.
Okay, well, just for your information, that was a warning right there that I just gave you
For what?
for teenagers on your property. Whether you knew it or not,
Uh,
you are responsible for everything that goes on your
no,
day.
he
Is
is
Mr.
not.
Larry here today?
No, he is not. That's the second time. No, he is not. That's the third time. What can I do for you?
Okay.
Okay.
Like I said, this is a warning.
For what?
My last warning
For what?
for disturbing the peace.
Well, then you need
Like
to
I
warn
said,
the people
whether
who
you
were
know it
there.
or not, you're responsible.
Man lost his damn mind. Now, how can she be responsible for something if she's not home? She didn't know those damn kids was over there. So what is he talking about? How can you be responsible for somebody if you're not there? She didn't know they were there doing a video. I don't know. He take his job to his damn head for real. He be tripping me out though, but he be taking his job too far. Okay, let's see. Shay Ho is a single black female of the KW skits. Amber's keeping her one for information. Then she would cut ties. I truly hope so. She could be. You never know. I don't know. Know what Amber's motive is. I mean, I think part of the reason why she keeps Shaylin in her life is because of Kai. She's attached to Kai. So I don't know for sure. But getting back to this dude right here, I don't know how he's blaming them once she just told him that she wasn't there. And then some people said he's going to tell Larry what she said about being out of town. This is what I say to y'all. So what? Okay, so what? She went to Miami to search for her husband. So what? It's her husband. He lied. Y'all need to be worried about the lie that Larry told. That supersedes that lie that Bethany told. You going out of town, telling your wife you are in Miami when you went to Puerto Rico, any major situation could have happened where she needed to contact him. Anything. Okay? Then you go out of town to Puerto Rico, right? And you're over here lollygagging with your ex-wife, doing the most, trying to get sex, dancing inappropriately with her. You're married and doing the most. Even talking about your ex-wife your wife to your ex-wife. So miss me with that BS about he's going to tell Larry about the out-of-town thing, because I don't give a damn. And Bethany shouldn't give a damn either, because Larry lie supersedes hers. Just like the birth control situation. Yeah, she's overstepped her boundary. She should have never boundaries. She should have never went to no damn drugstore and bought some birth control pills for Brooke. However, that shit is done with and over. All right. Larry already told her what's up. That's it. Y'all keep on using the same old shit over and over again to condone the foolishness that Larry does. There's nothing that can condone what he does. Everybody is responsible for their own actions. That's what's wrong with some of y'all. All right. Accept accountability for what you do and stop trying to use other things as the accountability. Larry is a grown ass man, just like Bethany is a grown ass woman. All right. When they do stuff, they do it because they want to. All right. So when Larry went to Puerto Rico, he lied to his wife. He wanted to do that anyway, just for Shara and the girls. He didn't want Bethany to go in the first damn place. He's hiding behind that shit with those birth control to condone his actions. And even if he did go with his ex-wife, the stuff that he did on that trip is disrespectful and is something that a married man should not do. If he want to do that shit, then go get a divorce. And nothing that Bethany did can condone his behavior there, period. He don't need to question her about a damn thing. What he need to do is provide some real damn truthful answers on what he was doing. That's what he needs to do. Okay? And as far as Bethany, like I said, she got her issues. She needs to deal with her issues and get proper help with her issues. But so does Larry too. All right? And they both, well, I think Bethany does accept accountability for most things. She does. One thing she does though, she has a it's always a reason why she did something. But let me tell y'all something about those reasons. Those reasons she uses, though, are valid. Because anytime you bring ex-wives around your present wife and you know they don't get along, it's going to be conflict. Even if they get along, sometimes it's conflict. You putting your ex-wife, your ex-girlfriend above your current wife, it's going to be a conflict. So her reasons for doing stuff are backed up by proof. Okay, however, some things that she does do, she could have made the decision not to do it. Like, for example, the argument with Lynette. Why stand around going back and forth? The same thing with Shara. Don't argue with these people. Just leave. And that's what I'm talking about. That's why I say these people like bickering with each other and they don't accept accountability like they should. Bethany does, but sometimes when she accepts that accountability, she tells you the reason why she did certain things. And some things, there's proof you can't avoid it, but some things you can avoid, like these arguments, even the fight with Lynette, okay? Because when I think Larry did tell her one time to be quiet. I can't remember. She should have shut up, point blank. But Larry also should have gotten up and escorted his wife out that house, period. So everything could be calmed down if just people do what they need to do and to start to accept accountability, and Larry keep his exes away from his wife and learn how to respect his wife, or either he needs to go ahead and get a divorce. Simple as that. But Larry, I can't stand Larry, just so y'all can know, because he always put blame on everything. He put blame about everything on Bethany, and that's just not right. We know she does stuff, but he also does stuff, and he's the culprit of everything. He's the starter and everything else because he brought those ex-wives, the ex-wife and the ex-girlfriend around her, knowing that she did not like these people. They don't like her. Now, with that Christmas party, Bethany should have never invited any of them there. And Larry shouldn't have condoned that foolishness. He should have said no, because he already knew. You can't, just because it's a holiday, you can't make people be a family just because it's a holiday. Y'all nuts. They still gonna argue. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and you say, and then to enlist the girls in his life only grants them the right to be more disrespectful without accountability. Right, in his lies, right? Okay, right. And that's the other thing too. I forgot about that. You incorporating your daughter and niece, step niece, your play niece, you're incorporating your play niece and your daughter into these lies by having them lie too. And you're talking about your marital business with these girls, which is plainly crazy. They just be doing the wrong things all the way around. Bethany does the same thing though. She'll put them in their arguments or question them. And I just think they do weird stuff. You know, honestly, they probably are made for each other because they both do similar stuff. Now, Bethany isn't trying to cheat or anything, but like I said, she goes back and forth with these arguments too long for me, and she does not follow directions regarding certain things. Like the time she popped up over Shara's house, and like I said yesterday, the same rule applies to her that applied to Lynette. You don't go over anyone's house without seeing if you can come. Okay, I don't care who house you're going over. You're supposed to call it and ask them, is it okay for you to come over? And Larry should have took his butt outside and then told her that and told her to get back in the car and go home, or she could sit in the car and wait. Point blank. And that entire argument that happened with that boy's mom and with Shara, it would have never happened. You said the bigger conflict about the BC pills is that he believed Brooke lies, and they never addressed the subject of boys in that. Right. Right. Enlist, incorporate, right. Um, that's another thing too. With the BCs, right? I can see he was upset, which I probably wouldn't be as upset like him. I just would have told him don't be taking her to get anything unless you contact me first, period. And that's it. But I would be more upset with my daughter because she was on the phone entertaining that boy's foolishness. And I don't understand how people in the chats, they don't see this. The boy is trying to get between the girl's legs. So Shara and her slow ass husband should be talking to Brooke as if she will do something. Because kids will tell you all day, even grown kids will tell you all day they're not doing anything and be doing stuff. So what you need to do is have a conversation. Don't accuse them, but you'll say, just in case, I know you're dating this young man, and just in case you get in a situation where y'all feel like y'all are old enough and y'all want to take it further, you will know what to do. Okay, so if you think you are going to be having, a relationship with him in that manner, you need to take a precaution. Like, for example, BC pills, the prophylactic thing, which sometimes doesn't work. So I would rather my daughter be on those BCs so it won't be no mistakes. And that's what you should be telling her. Now, if she get these pills and choose not to take them, that's on her if she ends up doing something with this thing to get pregnant. But you need to do your job as a parent, not accuse her of doing stuff, but basically just let her know in case you do get in a situation where you feel like you're in love with this boy, y'all want to do something. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. Versus acting like she's too young to be doing this. Kids start doing stuff at 15, 14 years old. What planet do these people live on? Okay? And boys have a way, just like some girls have a way of manipulating people into doing things. And especially those little boys. They would tell you they love you, you're the most beautiful girl, they're going to be with you just to get in your underwear. So it's like Larry, he's a guy himself, he should know this. And instead of Shara running around here bringing Joel in her bedroom and trying to date the other dude, she needs to be schooling her daughter versus worrying about Bethany and trying to fight Bethany at her big old age. These people are too old to be walking around here clowning like they do. You can joke all day about beating people up and doing this, but if you're actually out here doing this and you're 40-something years old and 50-something, you need your butt kicked on everything because that's weird. This woman got a whole mommy's body, got a child, older, and she's talking about when she get off her papers, she want to go fight Bethany so she can get back on papers again. And yet you want to use the racist stuff, but if she is a true Karen, you should know not to start no fight with her because you know this Karen is going to pick up the phone, call the police. She's going to let you hit her first too and have your stupid ass back on papers. Black people do better, okay? Even in these skits, you know she's going to do that. Y'all say she racist, but you're going to play right into that by doing something stupid. And then you got people in the comment section condoning this foolishness versus telling Shara, saying to Shara, forget Bethany, okay? Go on and get your life together, girl, Bethany. If you don't like Bethany, just don't be around that clown, okay? That's all you need to say, because she does not have to be around Bethany. Shit. You sound like when Bethany told him that Destiny and Duchess are not any kin to him, and that's the truth, okay? If Bethany is not really kin to Destiny, how the hell is he kin to Destiny? He's not married to Shara anymore. Then why is it that people in the chat are slow and think that they are kin? They're not kin. They're play everything. They're play everything. Just like Bethany is not kin to Destiny. I still don't understand why Destiny is over their house. Destiny should be at Shara's house. Just like when somebody wrote me a comment, they said that Shara should have Destiny in her daughter over there. If she thinks, listen, Shara's full of shit, all right? Because if I thought that a stepmom was racist, I don't give a damn what my ex-husband say. My daughter is coming to live with me because I wouldn't want my daughter with no racist clown. Okay? So clearly she doesn't believe that because Brooke is over there at that racist woman's house where she's cooking for her and everything else. And if she truly did not like black people, she could easily put stuff in that food. So that shows you right then and there that either she's stupid or either she's lying, point blank. You say everyone tells Brooke and Destiny not to lie, but turn around and ask them to lie to cover their lies. And that's true. Brooke can't get to the college fast enough. Brooke needed this conversation years ago. She sure did at 12, 13, probably at 13 years old. Once the girls start their misses, I think you should be having that conversation, especially if they start dating. Okay. When they start their misses, you should be explaining to them that they can get pregnant. But if they start dating, you should let them know, just like with a little boy. If a little boy start growing up to be a man, reaching puberty, that's when you should be telling him about girls, okay, and everything he's going to experience. And then when he get his first girlfriend, then you let him know, I'm not saying you're going to do something with her, but just in case you do, because I don't know what planet y'all live on, but kids be having ex at 14, 13 years old. And certainly at 15, 16, and 17, almost 18. She can't tell Brooke anything anyway because she had Joel up in the room the same night she called Isaiah there. What type of parent would do this? If my daughter had a man up in the house, a boy up in the house, a young man, there's no way Joel gonna be in my bedroom. I'm gonna make him sit on the couch. And he ain't even gonna be in my bedroom even if the daughter didn't do that. That's just plainly weird. Okay, he's not her fiance, they about to get married or anything else. Skanky butt. But y'all think Shara is so good. She is such a good mother, and I don't see one thing that she did that shows she's a good mother. You guys put it in the daggone comment section. Name 5 things that Shara has done to say that indicates she is a good mother. And I will name 5 that Bethany has done. I'll name it right here, right now. I'll tell you number 1. She went on and accepted responsibility to be this girl's parent, even though she is white and this girl is black. She did not treat her differently because of her skin tone. That's number 2. She took care of this girl just like she is her biological child. Okay, she helped her through, puberty, school, all of that. She even went up there trying to help her when she got in the altercation when those kids was bullying her, even though she didn't handle it right. Okay, she even took up for her in Montana when that racist ass white dude was tripping out about Bethany having a black girl with her. Okay. And any other time, she takes the girl out to get her nails done, her hair done, buy her clothes, got her that tablet, just all types of stuff. She tries to talk to Brooke nice, even when Brooke is getting smart off at the mouth. And I have already named at least 8 or 9 things. So y'all just tell me 4 things that Shara does that indicate, and y'all can tell me in this chat over here too, that she's a good parent. Because I'm gonna name some that indicates that she's not. First thing, she cheats on her husband while he's in the military. Gets with a dude that's doing illegal crimes and then get herself caught up in that. Okay? All while she has a child. Okay? Secondly, when she got out of jail, I'm just trying to figure out, even if she can come there, why didn't we hear anything about Shara? Like calling, checking on your child, sending her things. I didn't even hear Brooke really mention her. Okay? Number 3, when she first came on the scene, first thing she does is argue with Bethany. So you mean to tell me being argumentative is a good quality you want your child to see? Number 4, bringing a man in your house, in your room, with your teenage daughter there. That's not showing a good parent. Number 5, immediately when you came back to your daughter and you found out she had a boyfriend, you as the female, you as the mother should have sat your daughter down, took her out to eat, and talked to her about the relationship with her boyfriend. That's what real mothers do. Okay? Not to mention, you go to the school, not go up there acting all ghetto. You go up to the school, act like you got some damn sense, and you talk to the teachers and stuff about your daughter, how she's doing in school, about the bullies and everything. We seen her go there, but she didn't do crap. And you try to get along with the new wife, okay? And you don't put your daughter in a situation where she plays y'all against each other because you don't let your daughter know that you have a problem with your ex-husband's wife. You keep that between yourself and maybe the ex-husband and maybe his wife. That's just like they shouldn't have done that. That's why those kids play them against each other, because they reveal too much of their business. So, in my opinion, Shara has not done a damn thing that indicates she's a good parent, because I'm a parent myself and I got 4 daughters. She does not do anything that I do with my daughters at all. All right? And you got that right. A play mama or a play daddy. And I actually believe that Shara is that better than Bethany, because Bethany has been there. Bethany tries to do stuff. Her delivery stinks sometimes. That's why she need to go take parenting classes. But she has been there. That damn Shara, all she does is date, go do her hair, which we never see her making any money, because if she was making money, why does she need to ask Laurie to help her with her rent? And that's another thing. She's irresponsible. Who in the heck goes and get a humongous house? The kids don't even be there all the time. And no, they cannot pay for it. Just like that car. Who does this? But y'all say she's a good parent, but she's not even financially responsible. A responsible person would have gotten a smaller house that she can pay. And just say if she did need help, she's just not going to talk to no damn husband, ex-husband. She's going to ask the wife, is it okay? The wife, ask them together if you need to do that. And as far as that co-signing stuff, she should have never asked Larry to do that. And yes, she did say go ask your wife, but she should have never even said that unless she asked the wife and the husband together, period. Who? Me? I'm not even outside yet and stuff. But because one thing about me, even when I say I have to leave at a certain time unless it's an appointment, and because I'm self-employed, I can go to work whatever time I want to stop. And then whatever I was trying to do before I went to work, I'll do it when I stop working, because I'll stop working an hour earlier or something like that. So it don't really, only time it'll be a problem for me if I just definitely have to go out at a certain time or something like that. But sometimes I just be doing stuff. Like today, I was going to try to do something before I go to work. But then I thought about it. I really don't want to rush. So I may just do it, go to work, do my job, and then leave early and then go. Okay? Then go where I'm going. So I don't have to rush and I can take my time and actually enjoy myself. I do want to go get me something to eat though, but I'm going to do that anyway. But like I said, I want y'all to name 4 or 5 things that Shara does that signifies she is a great mom, and also that signifies she would be a great wife. Okay? Because when she had Larry, she chose to cheat. All right? And he's stupid, because there's no way in the world that I would want Shara back. He wants to rekindle memories that they had when they first started dating. Man, you are too old, okay, to be thinking you can rekindle that. Okay? You're not a little kid. You're a grown-ass man in his 50s. You know good and damn well you can't rekindle something y'all had when y'all were dating. And even if you did rekindle some of it, it's not going to last, because when y'all get married again, the real Shara is going to reveal herself. Because right now, it's a game. It's fun for some women, ex-wives, to, go against the new wife and try to get the ex-husband back and things of that nature. I don't even know if she wants Larry, though. I think Larry wants her. But with that being said, she let Larry go too far the other day. So what does that say? Does that say that deep down inside, she wouldn't mind taking him back? Because she did make that statement to Duchess tripped herself that he's the only reason why she wouldn't give in is because he's married. She didn't say, I'm not interested. She just said because he has a wife. I don't know how that would stop her, because it damn sure to stop her from cheating on him because she had a husband. Okay? So, I don't know how to look at Shara. Okay, because she said in one other skit that Larry isn't her type. She doesn't want Larry, but yet she letting him dance with her like that, and all the other stuff he was doing. I would have shut his ass down a long time ago. He wouldn't ask me anything if I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? So that makes me think that she is interested. I don't know. Can't say with her ass. Okay, let me see if I covered everything that I wanted to cover, y'all, before we get out of here. Because I'm going to get me something to eat. I don't even want to do Jaden because he's full of crap too. Let's see. They got a lot of good skits, but I can't cover all these skits. It's just too many. Let's see. So let me see. We didn't see this one when Shayla tells. I did see it, but I didn't do the reaction on this one. I think this is the last one that I had on my list. When Shayla tells Alicia what Iman said about having more than one woman. And she tells people too much too. I don't understand that. They got to tell their friends everything. Alicia sitting up here taking everything in. She already knows this. But what they don't know is that Iman has a regular woman. I can't wait until they find out so I can laugh. I can't wait. You go to work today? Okay. I'll get me something to eat.
Alicia,
Baby girl.
So this is so cloudy. Let's see if I can find another one. Let's do this one.
To like,
girl, I'm just in the
these
house.
days are heavy.
Wait, let me stop this. Let me do it from here. They started this one farther up. Okay. Only thing you're gonna miss is her walking in and stuff. Let's see.
To like,
Girl, I'm just in the
these
house.
days are heavy.
Wait, let me see if it unfreeze. Hold on,
To
y'all.
like,
Girl, I'm just in the
these
house.
days are heavy.
Listen, I just want
I
to make
love
sure.
it though. See, that's what I'm telling you. Like, it's really about accessories.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, simple look, but if you over accessorize it, it makes it look like $1 million. You know?
Okay. I like
This is
that.
good.
I'm
I
just trying
love
to make
this.
sure I meet your standards.
Yes, please do. Just check in with me every day, and I'll let you know.
I like what
Yay
you
or
do,
nay.
though. I feel like you really upped Iman's style too. I really like what you've done for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, you know what? Just being around him a lot, I got a feel for his personality. So he was already into fashion. I just enhanced it.
Girl, speaking of personality, you know what he had the nerve to say to me?
What?
He said that it's natural for men to have multiple women. I'm like, natural for who? He was like, all the kings in the Bible had multiple women. I'm like, so, I mean, you are my king. So now you a king. And what does he mean? It's natural for men to have multiple women. Like, has he lost his mind?
And what did you say?
I said, well, I guess you're going to be unnatural then. Because the only women that's going to be in your life is me and your 2 daughters. Don't play with me like that. Iman already knows how I give it up.
Yeah, I don't know, Shayla. Him saying that must be how he really feels.
He can say whatever he want to say. As long as he don't do it, we good. And one thing about me, I'm not allowing that into my life. Like, I'm not inviting multiple women in our bedroom or whatever else he got in mind. It's a no for me.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, that must be how he really feels. Says you got to be prepared for that then, because
I'm not preparing for nothing. He better prepare himself for death if he try me. Right?
How long do you think that this crazy persona is gonna keep him?
It's not what's crazy about it, because I'm getting some straightening. I'm not acting crazy. I'm just being myself. See, when I was peaceful and understanding like I was with Anthony, you see how that ended up? Your man needs to be a little bit scared of you, Delicia.
I know that's right.
Seriously, if you don't have a little fear in your man's heart, that is not your man. You know what I mean? So I'm glad he expressed that to me so I could knock it up out of his head. I should have pushed him off the bed while he was asleep.
Right.
I don't know, sis. Maybe that's why he wants another woman. Maybe he wants a calm and then a storm.
I don't care about that. Oh, he got a storm, a calm.
To like,
Girl.
I heard that's right. You have to make them scared of you, right? Let them know. But you ain't the one to play with, right? Mm-hmm. You said you can't name one for Charlotte. I mean, let me see if I can name one. Let me see. Oh, she came back. And that's it. A woman like Charlotte is holding all the cards. She's getting his money without giving up any honey. It's really kind of smart. That's the best way to do it. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about her. So Shayla said, you got to make a man a little scared of you. Do y'all agree with that? I don't know if I would use the term scared, but I believe you got to let a man know you ain't about that bull crap. Okay? Because I don't know if you can make him scared of you, but you know, you can let him know you ain't about that bull crap. So he'll think twice about playing around on you. She look crazy though. But she ain't that crazy, because if she was crazy, he would have never cheated on her with this chick right here. And he would be breaking up with his girlfriend too. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, Shayla. I don't. And Delicia, she knows that he's a cheater. But what she does not know is that he's also cheating on her. All right? And I cannot wait until this podcast starts and all of that is revealed. Because you got Delicia Ho with Iman. She's trying to get with Anthony. You got Lauren. I don't think Lauren is in the podcast, or is she? I don't know. But you got Lauren trying to get Wayne. You got who else? Shayla. Shayla ain't trying to get Anthony though. She just want Iman. But when she finds out what her friend Delicia is doing, and she let Delicia stay at the house, she told stuff to Delicia. First and foremost, she's gonna get a karma for doing Amber like that. But she's still gonna be teed off at this moment. And not only she's going to try to fight Iman, she's gonna try to fight her too. And I cannot wait to see her. And I hope it be explosive. All right. All right. So anyway, I think that's it, you guys. Let me make sure they didn't put up anything new that I want to talk about it real quick. Let me make sure I covered everything. Hold on for 1 minute, y'all. My allergies. Okay. Okay, I think we covered everything. I'm going to do this. Let's see what Country Wayne put up. And I think that's it. Let's see. Damn, Jay went on a date with Bree and Nadia at the same time. That is weird. So he on a date with both of these women, huh? Somebody cancels on Mike for another man. These people are tripped out in these skits. So that's it for everybody I covered, because I can cover everybody in Skitland. What's up, Morales? What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you so much for stopping by. But yeah, I think I covered everything that I want to cover. Oh, the only thing that I didn't, I forgot one. It's with Deja. I got to show that before we leave, because I had that on the list too. This little skanky ass Deja, man. Let's show that real quick before we leave, okay? I'm glad I scanned through my stuff, because I forgot all about Deja, Dalen. I hope that little boy, I hope he ends up being Dalen's child. I really do. Because he's going to be sad, and that boy going to be sad too. I don't think that's fair. He told his mom to close her legs. She should have kept her legs closed. Now, I don't know what Deja is trying to do, but let's look at this real quick before we leave. I think this is part 1 and part 2. Let me see. What is she looking for? Hey, this is part 2. Let's go to part 1. Sorry. You say he's not the pappy. How do you know? Jimmy, how do you know? They said that Deja dropped the dead going paternity test, okay? And she could have just she could have mixed it up. And just because that boy is light skinned, he could be taking his mom's color. I want to know what she's looking for. They sure have bronze. They've been getting down with these skits. What is that, y'all? Is that money? What is that? Okay, is that money? Was that money?
Hey,
Hey.
can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
So look, Deja.
So she gonna steal that money, isn't she? Thieving ass.
Whatever happens with these test results, just know if Daniel's mine, I'm gonna take care of him.
Oh, yeah.
But I need to know where you stand right now. You said that you were going to be looking for a place. Are you?
I mean, I did talk to a few people that I know, and I have somebody that's going to be letting us stay at their place. So I've been working on it. I'll be out your hair in no time, Dylan. Okay.
Look, I'm sure we will be able to find a way to co-parent if Dan was in fact mine. We'll make it work.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
She looked like she been doing something she shouldn't be doing, all out of breath and stuff. So she's planning on taking that money, huh? And why is he keeping the money stashed in his house? I guess there's something emergency happened and he'll have money. And how does she know where it was at? She been searching through his stuff. Why you think you having people moving into your house? And I know Dalen has cameras in his house. But these people got cameras and they never see anything happen on the cameras at all. So y'all think Deja gonna take that money and disappear, right? She probably is, especially if it turns out that what's his name? What's the little boy's name? All these different characters. Daniel. If it turns out that Daniel isn't his child. I don't know why Dalen is just be so He's such a sucker. He believes anything these women tell him. When she first told him that was his son, the responsible thing that he should have done is go and get a paternity test immediately before moving them into his house or anything. So everything that happens is partially his fault for not doing what he needed to do, to make sure that this boy is his son before moving them in and assuming the role of being a father. The boy does not even look like him. That would have made me definitely go do a paternity test. And then this conniving ass woman, she's a hot mess. Yeah, same thing Noelle did. Get his money and dip. I'm trying to figure out how she knows where it's at. Because certain things you don't tell people that be coming into your life. You know what I'm saying? He used to date her years ago. That doesn't mean that she hadn't changed. And she probably was a trip back then. That's why the mom was paying her to leave. But she was a trip back then too. So they got to start being a little bit smarter. He really need to start being smarter. All right. So anyway, I just want to show this this Jay and Bree and Nadia on the same day because I know it's gonna be funny. And then we are done for today. Okay. And I'll see y'all later on tonight. Let me go ahead and do this. Deja. Maybe they'll give Dalen a good woman eventually. I wish Brittany would have stayed here. You know what I'm saying? Because she was a trip. Okay, let's watch this real quick. So we can see this.
Bree's a little late. Oh my God.
All right. Bree coming in there looking like a 20 piece. Now let me stop. Stay up.
Just talking about you.
Yeah. So she made it.
Thank you. Come on, gentlemen. I need this dress, though.
Look how Jay no good at ass was looking. Y'all be taking up for this drunk. He's a cheater too. Y'all always talking about what Ernestine does, but this cheating ass man was doing stuff himself.
This whole thing, girl, don't hurt him now. Unless you want to be hurt, man.
Oh man, I might do. That walk up she just did. Ooh,
Thank you. Y'all stop. I'm so sorry I'm late. I had an interview at the station, so it ran a little bit over.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
I hope you're hungry.
I am. I'm starving, actually.
Yeah, let's eat something.
Okay. Y'all order anything yet?
Not yet.
Just water.
Still trying to figure it out.
Who got me sparkling water? That is my thing.
I know you love some sparkling water.
Okay.
I had to make sure you was good. Yeah.
Thank you for remembering that, dear.
Come on now.
I appreciate that. I'm like, okay.
Hey, hold on, y'all. 1 second. Let me take this call.
You good?
Nadia is a slow bird. Okay, a slow bird.
We're gonna see. Let's find out.
Okay.
Yeah, do your thing, bro.
Okay, no problem. So yes, girl. How you been?
Good. How was the interview?
It was so good. I had this big interview. They've been giving me all the big people lately. So I interviewed Boss Man D-Lo.
That's my guy. I work out this album. Yeah.
Yes, loud as heck too.
So yeah, it went
Yeah, now he has to run, right? And that's gonna leave them three on a date together. Okay.
good.
I'm so sorry. I gotta hurry and get out of here. I got a little urgent care, something with my business. All right.
Everything all right?
Okay? We're gonna see. We're gonna find out. Bree, you looking beautiful today. We're gonna have to postpone it and start something.
Nah, you good. Hey man, take care. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Handle your business.
I appreciate it. Nadia, it's good to see you.
Yeah, update us on everything.
Works out.
We will. I'll see y'all.
All right. Be safe.
I will.
Well, that's kind of weird.
See, that dude, he you know how some men, when they see a fine woman, they be going cray like Jay. That dude right there is not like that. Okay, you can tell he's not like that. Okay, then don't tell. I wonder what he's doing though. And Bree does not like that either.
Thought it was a double date.
I guess it's just the three of us.
Listen, Bree, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know you ain't been around Manny in a minute, but Manny be having a lot going on. I'm gonna just say that.
Oh,
What you mean a lot going on today?
I'm gonna just say like,
Yeah, what you mean a lot going on?
I'm not surprised at that. You know, even though, and it's my guy. I ain't gonna lie, that's my dude, and we grew up together. But I just wanted to forewarn you that that's what comes with Manny.
Manny always seemed like a great guy, and he always had his head on straight. So maybe something urgent came up.
Let's convince Steven.
You know, Bree's a little late. Oh my gosh.
What's going on?
We were just talking about you.
How Jay looking? He don't give a damn. Okay, he probably got a lot of women that be looking good in their dresses and stuff. He's a nice looking dude, a little bit too small, but he's still a nice looking dude. So usually when you get these really nice looking dudes, they don't be going all crazy over no woman because, you know, she got a nice body and a nice face and all that. Because he probably got other women that looks the same. Hey, Sharon, long time no see. You say, hey, Shay, Maz and Chat. Been watching today with everyone. I've been taking care of my mom. Oh, hopefully your mom is okay, Sharon. You know, my blessings to your mom and, you know, to you. Thank you for dropping by. But yeah, so what's the dude's name? Manny? So don't tell him he may have a few women or whatever the case is on the side, okay? Jay, though, because Jay and Bree done something. Nadia is a dodo bird, y'all. She really is. She is a dodo bird all the way. So we may start incorporating this skit into it because Nadia, man, you know, they have a lot of good skits anyway. Let me see what some people are saying in this comment section. I hope he don't get drunk, but then again, I hope he does. Somebody said they think Bree been having eyes for Jay for the longest. She probably has. Bree been in Dom's closet, probably so. She been in somebody's closet, huh? I hope he does. Somebody said Jay gonna try to push the polygamy thing. I hope not, because that's trifling. Yep, that's why she came out there with that dress on. I don't know why these women be wanting Jay drunk ass. Okay, for real, for real. I really don't. Just drunk ass. Man. But anyway, y'all, I have fun today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I'll see y'all tonight sometime once I get home and stuff. All right. And y'all, don't forget to let me stop sharing. Don't forget the thumbs up. I can put it up now since the video is almost over. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, share, leave a comment. And if you want to show additional support for this channel, you can feel free to do what Jermaine always suggests all the time. Okay? Super chat, super sticker, a Cash App donation of $, Shades to, or copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. Okay, let's take that out. And y'all, don't forget, if you like Dollar Tree hauls, shopping hauls, period, because I go to Target, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, wherever I want to shop at, I go. I went to Marshall's and did a walkthrough yesterday. I snuck and did that, though, because I don't think you're supposed to record in Marshall. So I just did like a real little because I didn't want to get in trouble. But anyway, that's what's going to be on that other channel, nothing but shopping hauls. And it's called Shades 2 Shopping Haul Channel. Shades, one day I'm going to have Jermaine put that link in the chat. So y'all make sure y'all go, even if you don't watch it, shopping hauls, just go over there and subscribe and stuff. Because eventually, once I get monetized over there, I won't do any shopping hauls over here anymore. I'll just do them all on that channel. It's Shades 2 Shopping Haul Channel. All right, so check that out. And check out my daily news reaction that's going to come on at around 4:30. I'm talking about Nancy Guthrie. Okay, the newest development, a YouTube content creator found he claimed he found some booties that goes over shoes. And he said that people put those booties on so they won't leave footprints. Okay. And it's not too far from Nancy Guthrie's house. So they don't know if this is related to her disappearance or not. but it's pretty interesting that he found that. So I talked about that in my daily news reaction. And check out my latest Night Owl Live that I did on today. I think I did that on Tuesday night. I talked about an interesting topic that night as well. And then I'm doing another one tonight. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about tonight yet, but it will be interesting. And then check out my latest Dollar Tree haul that I did yesterday. It's up on both channels. It's on this channel and it's on Shay's Tube Shopping channel. I may change that name. It's kind of long, but I still wanted to be Shay's Tube. But I don't know. I may change the Shopping Haul channel. I don't know. I may leave it like that. I'm just not used to saying it yet and stuff. So yeah, check that out. And then check out my YouTube shorts. Okay. Don't forget Monday through Friday, I do mini hauls, and Friday night, Saturday, and Sundays I'll be just dancing, trying to do the challenges or just dancing and lip syncing. If my voice wasn't messed up, I'll actually sing, but it's messed up from these allergies and stuff. Yeah, so that's what I do there. And then just these country wings skits, reactions, every single day, 2 times a day. Most days I do them twice. Sometimes I just do them once. But for the majority of the time, I just do it 2 times, early in the day and then late at night. All right, so check out all my stuff. Check out my community board and everything. Check out when I won that money last week and the week before that too. Took only $20 the first time. Then when I went back last Friday, it took $40. So you can't go wrong when you can go to a casino and only put $20 in the machine and win, right? And then you keep on winning and you play with their money. And then like when I went back last Friday, I did something similar. It just took $40 this time. And I won that $1,000. So you can't go wrong when you go to the casino like that. That's the way I like to go. Because when you have to put a lot of money in the machines to win, that'd be sucking, man. This one lady though, yesterday, I forgot to tell y'all, when I went to the casino the other day, this lady won basically $10,000. Y'all remember a couple of months ago, right before Christmas, I put up a picture on my community board. This other lady won 10 grand on that same machine, but that machine is $9. It's 9 credits, right? So it's $1 each, just $9 per spin. That's why I don't play it. But if I was thinking last Friday, when I won that $1,000 instead of playing that other game that I kept on playing, the one that I won, I should have taken $200 and I should have went to that machine and I should have played all 9 and just did it. I think that's 20 times. I should have played that machine. Or at least if I didn't do it 9 credits, I could have did it 8 credits or something like that. As long as you do more than 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Like 5, you got to look at the thing because I don't know if you win anything with 5, but whatever you can win something with. Because like if you can do 8 credits and if you get them all and you win $5,000, that's still good. You see what I'm saying? So I may play that the next time I win just to see. But yeah, that lady won $9,000+ the other day when I was at the casino. I was like, dang, man, y'all just be hitting on that machine. And I hit on the one that was like 2 things down. That's the one I won $3,000 on with the $20. Okay, I just kept on winning. And then the other machine that I won $1,000 on last Friday, that was a different machine, but same concept. You can play 3 credits and they only got 1 line. I don't like to play those machines that have all those lines and stuff because you have to pay more money and you'll be out of money so quick. And by the time you won or you win, you're going to be winning the money you played with. So I don't like playing like that. I like winning with $20 or $40. I don't like it if I win $1,000 and it took 100, that's cool. But I don't like to go over that. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. But usually when Shades 2 win, it's just with $20. Every single time I have won at the casino, it's usually $20 or $40 or $60. I never have to go further than that. That's crazy, isn't it? Just like when I used to win money on the radio station, man, I just pick up the phone and be the caller and be winning like $1,700, $1,500. One time I almost won $10,000, but I messed up. Oh man, I be messing up sometimes. I messed up. I didn't know the name of the songs like a dummy. Okay, but I won a lot of money. I won so much that I had to claim it on my taxes. I won a whole year and a half, every single week, sometimes 2 times a week from different radio stations. Can y'all believe that? That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I wish I could win at the casino like that. But I am on a what's next? Because I have never went to the casino and won 1 week, then went back and won again. I ain't never did that. Usually when I win one time, I don't win again for months. But damn, I went back and won again. That was crazy. And then the day last Friday, I forgot to tell y'all, when the damn thing hit, it hit quick hit, quick hit, quick hit. It would have been $10,000 if the other one would have been if they would have been on the line. I think only one was on the line, and the other ones was just right there. That's why I won $1,000 and some dollars. But if it would have all been on the line, your girl would have had $10,000, man. I would have been no more good at that casino because I would have won $10,000 with just $40. That is crazy, man. But I'm gonna do that though. Just watch. Y'all will see. And see, the thing about me, if I would have won that day, the dude who was sitting next to me, I would have hooked them up with probably $100. I would have given him $100 because he was sitting over there losing his damn money, cussing and stuff. But he did hit, and he was so happy he won $1,000. But he told me he put in $4,000 in that machine. But at least he got $1,000 back, man. He took his $1,000 because I was like, "You're not gonna play that again, are you?" He said, "No, I'm taking my money and leave because I lost $3,000." But he said when he go to the casino, he plays hardcore. And I was like, okay, because I don't play like that. The most I'll play with is 100 unless I'm just winning like I was at the casino. And then I may play more because I'm basically playing with their money. I'm not going to play with my money. Shit, when I won each time, my money was still in my pocket. So that's the way you want to go to the casino. And if I knew how to play the tables, I probably would really win. I just don't know how to play those games. I barely know how to play the slot machines. But I like going. It's fun. You know, as long as you're not overdoing it, using money that you need to use for something else, or just going over your budget, you should be okay. And one thing about the casino, you got to come out ahead and you got to have control. Point blank. If you don't got control, like somebody I know, you go there and you can spend a lot of money. Yeah, one time I went to the casino, I had $5,000 in my pocket, in my purse. You know what I played with? That $100 that I went in there with. It was so funny. I don't think I won that day. Yeah, I didn't win that day. Yeah, but yeah, but my soon-to-be ex, he always wins at the casino. Yeah, I don't win like him, but he plays in the high dollar section. One time I did play in the high dollar section on the $5 machine, but like I always have done before recently, I would play on these games, right? And I would only play one credit. Okay. Well, so I was on the $5 machine, and this was, I don't think it was here. I can't remember. It could have been here, or either it was in Texas. I'm not sure. Anyway, I was in the high dollar section. It may have been in Mississippi. I was in the high dollar section. I put $100 bill in there. I didn't know you're supposed to play with 2 or 3 credits. That's the only way you can win. The damn machine hit, y'all. If I would have been playing right, I would have won a lot of money. Not no 10 grand, it was more. Because when that thing went up and it still made a noise, that's crazy. People started coming over there. And then when they looked at that machine and saw that I was only playing with 1 credit, they just shook their head. And then my soon-to-be ex was like, if you're not going to come over here and play right and you're playing cheap, don't play in this area. Go play the quarter machines or the 50-cent machines or even the dollar machines, because you're not going to win anything playing 1 credit and stuff. So that was crazy. But I did that many more times later because I did it here at the casino I went to until I realized you can't play with 1 credit. I was on the machine, the same machine, a couple months ago, and it all got on the line. Okay, every single one got on the line. And I would have won either $5,000 or $10,000. Your girl over here playing with 1 credit. The lady came over there explaining to me that you cannot play with 1 credit. I'm like, well, why do y'all have this up here then? If you can only win with 2 or 3 credits, why do you have 1 up there? To get people like me? And so anyway, she was telling me to play with 2 or 3 credits. So she leaves and I play with 2 credits, sometimes 3, but then I switch back. It hit again with the 2 credits. Y'all didn't win a damn thing. I was so damn mad that day. Okay, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I called her over there again, and she was trying to explain to me that you really got to play with 3 credits to win a real jackpot. So I started playing again. The damn machine would not hit ever again. I was playing with 3 credits there. So I did that a couple times more going to the casino. And I finally learned my lesson like a month or 2 ago. And that's when I started playing. No matter what machine I play on, I play maximum amount. That's why I don't go to ones that have 6 or 7 credits and things like that, because I won't be able to do that. So I usually go to a machine that has no more than 1, and you can just play 3 credits. 1 line. That's what I'm trying to say. Y'all can see I don't know what I be talking about. 1 line, and then you play 3 credits. Okay, I don't like the ones that have 9 lines. That's what I'm trying to say. And then you play $1 each line, and that's $9. Or they have 6 lines, and you play $1 each one, or $5 each one. You'll be broke as shit. But some people actually go to the casino with some real money. I don't. I only go with $100. My ass is cheap, and so that's why I don't play like that. But I don't play no 50-cent machines no more, and I don't play no quarters. I can't play those video arcade games, So I always play the dollar machine. I really do. And from time to time, I'll play, a higher machine, but usually it's just a dollar machine, and I'll do either 2 credits if it's a 2 credit machine, or either I'll do $3. But I'm not lying. I'm going to that 9 credit one though. When I win again at that casino, I'm gonna take $200. I'm putting it in that machine, and I'm just gonna spin to see if it can hit. Because if it hit, you got $10,000 just like that. And if I lose, it's just the money that I won from the casino, and I don't be really worried about it. All right. So anyway, hey, Black and Ronnie, thank you so much for being here. Long time no see. And Sharon, I hope your mom is doing good. And thanks, Jermaine, for the good live. Y'all, I had fun chit-chatting with you guys. I got to go now because I got to go in here and put my lip liner on and do my eyebrows. Yeah. Make it look like that picture Jermaine showed me of that buzzer. But anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all later on tonight. Y'all have a good day, okay? Peace out. Let me change this stuff. All right, let me take all this down. I think I did. And let's put this up. All right, y'all. Peace out. Have a blessed day. And come back tonight and we'll trip out on what other skits they may have up, okay? I don't know what the crap I'm doing, man. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's do this. Thanks to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watched this on the replay over in chat. I got to do that. Thanks to Black Aroni, Jermaine, Sharon, Letitia, Bronze, Margaret, Sylvester. Let's see who else. Darlene. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Have a blessed day, like I said before. And don't forget the thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell notification, share, leave a comment, and check out my other channel, Shades 2 Shopping Hall channel. All right? Peace out, y'all.
Yeah. Right. Shoot on the Shades 2. Rev. Yo, Wayne write the skit, he produced the scene, but Shay bring the talk, that's slick and mean. He got characters, drama, chaos on deck, but Shay the one breaking down every little speck. She spot the shade, the smirks, the fakes, catch the punchlines and the subtle mistakes. She the voice of the couch, the fam on the phone, like, did you see what just happened when he left her alone?
She stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skips by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay stuck wave. She real, she raw, she bold, she brave. Country Wayne built it, but Shay made it pop. Now hit that play and don't you stop.
She ain't here just watching, she co-hosting from the sideline. Talking over clips like it's game time, characters wild, but Shay got control. She pause, rewind, then snatch they soul. No script in her voice, just truth and wit. Like, why is girl acting like she ain't seen that chick? She roast, she laugh, she bring the fire. Shay turn a 5-minute skit to an all-day ride.
She stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skips by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, Shay's the vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, and Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
Shout out to Country Wayne for cooking up the chaos. But if you want the real breakdown, side out to laugh the truth. You pull up here. This is the Shades 2 reaction show. No cap, no filter. Just Shay.
Shay stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay still vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country way lit it, Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
Trying to find the damn banner. It be all mixed up. Here it is right here. So between 8, I'm gonna come in here before 10. Okay, so it's gonna be between 8 and 9:30. Okay, I'm gonna try to get in here at 9 because I think I'm gonna leave my job at about 7. All right, and go do what I got to do, and then I'm gonna come back and do another Country Lane skits reaction for you guys. All right, all righty. See y'all later. Have a blessed day or night.